Hey guys, here today showing you how to replace a serpentine belt on a Honda K series engine. Obviously this is an Acura K series engine. It's the same engine. This particular car is a 2012 Acura TSX. It's a wagon, but like I said, this engine came in lots of Hondas from 2003 on till present time. Honda Accords, Acura RSX, and the Acura TSX that you see here. It also came in Honda CRVs as well. So you'll definitely see this engine in a lot of cars. It may not be, this exact, this is probably a K24 whatever. There's also the K20 engine, but these are all the same serpentine belts. They all come off the same way. So I'm going to try and zoom down on the tensioner that you need to access. If you look down at the belt, do make sure you take a picture of the belt before you take it off, or unless you can remember how the belt went on. I will say that getting the belt off is easy. Putting the belt back on these is a little tricky because unless you have really small hands, it's hard to feed it around all the crank pulley down there in the bottom. But it's definitely doable by any beginner mechanic. So if you look straight down right here, just past the washer fluid at this here pulley, that's the tensioner pulley, you'll need a 14mm wrench or a 14mm socket and a small breaker bar. You probably can't use a big breaker bar because the motor mounts right next to it, but what I like to do is just I have a double-ended wrench here. One side's a 12, one side's a 14. I just get the 14 and I just stick it right on the end like that. And then if you're strong enough, most of the time you can just use your hand, and you'll want to push it down or pull it towards the front of the car. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to use a breaker bar. I'm going to slide it over this thing, and then as you see, as I pull it down like this, you can see the belt losing tension right here. Sorry, this AC hose is in the way, but the belt, see the tension right here? Now it's tight. If I go down, now it's loose, and then I can simply just slip it off the top idler pulley up here, like so. And then when you release this, it will go back a little bit farther than what it was. So as you can see now, I can remove this here wrench and the belt is now off. So I'm going to go ahead and take the belt off entirely, and then when you install the new belt, just make sure that, like I said, you remember how it goes on, but also you want to feed it to where you get it around all the pulleys except this very top one, like you just saw here. That way when you go on ahead and get back on the tensioner, the only pulley you'll have to deal with is this one on top. You don't want to leave the belt to where the last one you have to do is a crank pulley on the bottom. That's going to be a pain in your butt. So I'm going to go ahead and take this belt off and then get the new one on. Okay, got the old belt off. I got a new Continental belt. This belt right here, 407-06-77. Great belts, like the OE belts. You can get them at any local parts store. So I'm going to go on ahead and feed this belt back into place. Try my best to, at least. But like I said, getting down around that crank pulley is going to be the suckiest part. Okay, got it down around the crank pulley. Make sure before you put the belt on completely that the belt is riding true on all of the pulleys. Get yourself a little flashlight. For me, I'm going to use my phone real quick to make sure that the belt is on straight onto all the pulleys and that there won't be any issues later on. So as I mentioned, the last pulley I'm going to need to put this on is this one right here. I got everything else all routed, so I'm holding it up like this so that it doesn't, you know, slip off or come loose from any other pulleys. Make sure that this stuff is as straight as it can be, and then go on ahead and grab my 14 again, stick it right back on the same tensioner, and then as I pull this back, I can then put the belt on. So let me do that. Switch hands. There we go. So the belt is now on. And that's pretty much all there is to that. So like I said, probably taking a picture to remember how it goes on. And also it just really sucks. As you can see, I was trying to get my hand down there on the side of the motor to get that belt down there. I mean, you could jack the car up and reach around the bottom to feed the belt to the crank pulley if you want. That is entirely up to you. It's not necessary. As you can see, I did it without jacking the car up. If you have really small hands and arms, this would be actually very easy for you to do. Alternatively, if you have bigger hands and bigger arms, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle. But yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. If you're first time in the channel, thanks for stopping by. Please check out the other videos I have. And once again, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button on your way out, and I will see you next time.